Oh, we're live. Hello,
Okay.
party people.
Hello. How we
Doing
doing?
what? Yeah, good. How are you?
Just waiting for a response, yeah?
Are you rested?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, day off. What about
I
that?
know.
Closed for a day. Sparkling, clean pub. Trained
Certainly
up
mental.
staff.
Having
Brilliant.
a day off and having some time to rest. I've got too much energy now, and I just had a massive bowl of homemade pasta with
I
some
know, I
wild
watched
garlic
you
that I
eat it.
foraged. Yeah, but you're supposed to pretend that didn't happen for the context of the show.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
still getting
wild
used to
garlic
this.
pesto, mate. Oh.
Was it? I have no idea what you had for dinner because I definitely didn't watch.
Yeah, thanks for everyone joining us. All you lovely people. Send us a
Pleasure.
little comment underneath saying, not you. Send us a little comment underneath saying, I'm here, and tell us where you tuned in from, because we love it when we hear that we've got international listeners. But also, if you're down in the southwest of England, like we are, tell us that as well, because we just like it when people are here, really.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for our...
Everyone's welcome.
This is kind of like a reunion, a relaunch. Nah, it's none of that, is it? We just had a day off.
Reunion.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a day.
Yeah. I haven't seen you since about 10 minutes ago when I was still scuffing a huge bowl of pasta that's now aggressively digesting in my stomach.
Yeah. He's going to get gradually slower as the evening goes on. Oh.
Yeah. Big up the Plymouth crew locked in on YouTube. That's nice
Plymouth. Spelt correctly as well. I like that. That's how you officially do it.
Big up Josie locked in Paynton.
Get on.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, let us know in the comments where you tuned in from. We'd love to hear where you guys are in the world, because it's fun. It's nice to see real life people coming to watch us doing this, just nattering and bringing you, of course, some sublime live music. Tonight we've got Ash Taylor for you, who you might have seen on the show. He's been on as a guest a couple of times on having a natter in the kind of when we do the pub bit, and now he's kind of put together a little acoustic set for us. So it's some songs from the bands that he's been in over the years. Some bits that a couple of new songs in there. I don't think it's something that he's done in this sort of setup before, but he is a music producer, so we've just sound checked him and it sounds incredible. So
yeah, sounds good. Nice and clear.
Yeah, nice clear signal. That's what we like round here in the virtual pub. If you're just tuning in, drop us a comment down below. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the world, or just send a waving emoji, because we love. Pardon you, Jeremy. We love to. The we got Emily locked in. Should we do? We've got to do housekeeping, which is if you're watching us on Facebook and your gran doesn't have Facebook, but she wants to watch us on the smart TV.
Which
then
she does.
Send her that link, and then she can put it on our smart TV, and she can watch us on 65 inches plastered across our wall.
As long as she's got a TV that size, otherwise that's false advertisement.
We're also streaming live on Instagram right now, so that probably means that nobody can see us because Instagram's vertical. So we probably need to. Even that's not going to help. Yeah, all you can see on Instagram probably is from about here to about the same thing on Jez's screen. So soz. But we're trying our hardest, and we've only just worked out how to hack our way onto Instagram Live. So when Ash goes on and he's centre screen, when he's right in the middle, you'll be able to... Where's the lens? When he's right in the middle of the screen, then you'll be able to see him. So don't worry about this bit. It's just us waffling while people get ready in the background, really. Jez, guess what?
Let's check something.
What?
I'll go first. Go on then.
Go on.
Before we go any further, where's the head shave donations at? Have we checked that recently?
Thanks for bringing that up. I'll just do a quick check on that. Well, you're going to have to fill while I look for it.
Well, for those of you who don't know, we had one of the lads on from Devonport Services rugby team the other day, and I don't know if you know, but they've done an incredible thing, all shaving their heads for charity, nominating other rugby clubs, giving them 24 hours to do it. And so far, well, probably more now, but last time I checked, I think it was yesterday, they had £24,000 raised for the NHS. So,
say what?
I know, unbelievable. So Sam has very generously agreed to shave his head and beard, but leave a tash if we can raise a mere £500. So we're just checking the total now. £499.50.
You would literally jump on right now and put 50p on it if that was the case, wouldn't you?
I'd throw it at the computer screen.
Scrolling. Oh, look, it's Ricky Hall, who's our mate. Scrolling. Keep filling. Can't find it.
Right. Okay. Yes. So Sam's still getting to that. We've got Ash Taylor playing tonight. On Thursday, we've got the exciting return of our This Pub's Got Talent competition. So that's one to watch because we all had a very good time with that last week. A few big surprises. So yeah, looking forward to seeing who jumps on board with that today.
Yeah, me too. Still It turns out I haven't shared it for a while. It's almost like I don't want to shave my hair and beard off.
Isn't that weird?
No, I do. I've been sharing it on my own page, and I'll do it. 230 quid. There you go. We're nearly halfway there. Nearly living on a prayer.
Nice.
Right. Another one. Guess what, Jez?
Go on.
We got a merch store now.
What?
Yeah,
so what?
baby.
We can buy t-shirts and hoodies with the virtual pub logo on it.
I'm glad you asked, Jeremy. Thanks.
Tell me more, Sam.
Oh yeah, so you can now buy t-shirts and hoodies live on the Virtual Pub web store, which I'm just about to post the link to if I can find it. Which I'm pretty sure it's the Virtual Pub, not club, Virtual Pub. This is good telly, this, isn't it?
Yeah, big up Kyle, who's just yo'd his way into the comments. I know you've had a couple of days off from all the chat and VIP banter because you've been spending some quality time with your boy. So hope you've enjoyed that, mate. I bet that was very nice. I know I've been enjoying time with my girls, even though I'm exhausted. But yeah, it's been great.
All right, there's your link. Sorry to the people that have ordered so far, but basically what happened was I put it up not on a web store, just asked for orders kind of manually, and we got inundated with orders, and it became a little bit too much to manage. So by the power of me being a web designer, I've made what's not actually a website, it's just a big cartel store, but it allows us to sell merch. So yeah, get your orders in now. T-shirts, hoodies, 2 different prints. One is kind of like this, chest,
and one is
print.
Kind of like this.
Oh my god, it's like we've done it. Yeah, so chest print or breast print t-shirts and hoodies, all black, everything. And yeah, get your orders in now. Obviously, with the coronavirus situation, it's going to take a little bit longer than it would normally to get the merch out to you guys, but absolutely we'll be fulfilling all the orders that come in.
Yeah, and if you did try and order one before and it sort of got lost in the internet, don't feel bad because mine did too. Sam just ignored my order as well. So he didn't ignore it.
Mate, the website's up. If you want to buy one, you're welcome to go and buy one.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
There's no staff discount here. Big you lot.
Wages are a bit ropey as well. I'll talk to you about that later.
Kyle, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, thanks to everyone in the comments. Big up D. Emily's mum's back in. She's been in quite a lot since Emily was in. I think we've got a new regular there. Thanks for joining us, D. Signing in from Paynton. Yeah, let us know in the comments where you tuned in from. We'd love to hear where you guys are at. If you've got anything else you want to say as well, let us know how isolation is treating you. Let us know what you've been up to. Have you been making bread? Have you been making pasta? Have you been harvesting wild garlic?
let us know anything that's been a real breakthrough, anything really positive. We like to hear some good news on this platform. Yeah, anything that's brightened up your day that might cheer others up as well, even us.
Well, yeah, nice one. Yeah, let us know some positive news stories. We've got not supposed to announce that yet, but we've got something coming on the positive news front. But yeah,
I think it's been announced. I think Charlie's mentioned it before.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I won't re-announce it because I don't know all of the ins and outs of it. But yeah, positive news stuff coming soon. Also, am I just going through all the list of things in my head that I know I'm not supposed to announce and trying to?
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
No, I'm not gonna do any exclusives because I haven't spoken to the boys and I don't know what's arranged and what's not. And the one thing that we don't want to do here on this channel is say, hey, if anyone want to buy any merch and then not actually fulfill it. So no, there's your web store. If you want to buy some merch, it's all official now. You can jump on there, you can buy some merch. It's thevirtualpub.bigcartel.com. Jump on there, buy some merch. All the profit, obviously, all the proceeds go straight back into running this channel. We're putting a lot of time into this and a little bit of money. So all we're asking for there is our cost plus a little bit, which is going to go straight back in. We're not looking to make a profit here. We're doing this out of the goodness of our hearts, aren't we, Jeremy?
Yeah, big old hearts. And if you hear any rumours about Coldplay, definitely don't believe them.
Ooh, I mean, until we announce that, and then
the rumours come from us.
Just pester Coldplay, but we're going to talk about that properly at another time. I was doing the poster for that today. It's ridiculous.
Big up Elliot making pizzas. Well done, mate. Is it one of Luca's pizzas or your own recipe? It's your own. I don't want to hear about it.
There's one of those
Hello,
comments
Jazz.
where people come in and say, when's the act on? Because they don't know who we are and they don't know why we're doing this and they don't know.
When's Ash on? Yeah, at least fairly polite that one. Normally they're like, "Who the heck are these guys? And when's the talent on?"
This is it. This is the show. We just stand here and natter. No, it's not really. We've got the amazing Ash Taylor coming up.
We pretend there's acts coming on.
Yeah,
talk nonsense for a few hours instead.
Yeah. No, we've got the amazing Ash Taylor coming up in approximately 3 minutes' time. Ash is just backstage at the moment, tuning up, twiddling knobs.
He's got a couple of mates over.
Yeah, he's going to be on in now 2.5 minutes' time. So get excited for that. If you're excited for that, give us a comment down below. Oh, it's your little brother. That's cute. Ash, your sister's
my little brother. Ah, cool.
Yeah. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, people, let us know where you tuned in from. We love to hear when we've got people in from abroad. I want to see someone coming in from abroad tonight. We've had Canadians, we've had Australians, we've had people from Thailand, we've had all sorts of people on the show.
I feel safer now. Tom Sharp's here. Security are in. That's great.
Nice. Yeah, we got Ash Taylor coming up for you in a couple of minutes' time. Until then, if you've just joined us, we just launched our merch store. You can't see the stance that I'm going with, but this is a pretty mental stance. Yeah, we just
trying to model the clothing you're not wearing. That's impressive.
Yeah, we just launched our merch store. The comment, told you I had too much pasta and it's going to give me too much energy. There's the link again. If you missed it, it's thevirtualpub.bigcartel.com. You can buy t-shirts and hoodies on there right now, and all the profit will go back into this venture that we're doing. We have spent a little bit of money, and we're not trying to kind of get it back for ourselves. We're happy to put that money in ourselves, but we want to do things like grow the platform. So yeah, there's our kind of effort towards it. So big up Matt Partridge locked in, and as if by magic, we've just hit the 1/4 mark, and it's time to bring in our guest for the day.
Seamless.
So yeah, this is an old friend of ours. Luca and I know him from way back. We recorded with him a couple of times. We played with his band loads of times. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, and between Jez and I, let's try our best to create some atmosphere with just 2 people clapping. Ash Taylor, everybody. Yo.
How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Not too bad, yeah. It's been interesting in isolation here. That's like just me, but like going out and for a walk around the park is the only time I get to see anyone. So it's like, that's it.
You're straight up locked in by yourself, are you?
Yeah. That's the extent of my social life at the moment. Yeah.
You must be doing so much music writing.
I think.
Or drinking.
Yeah, definitely. No,
yes, both.
I was at one point on my personal Instagram, I was uploading every new idea I came up with, and I was coming up with an idea every evening. So that was going on for like nearly 2 weeks. I had like 13 chorus ideas for like 14 days in a row, it was just it just wouldn't stop. And it was like, okay, I'm happy with this because it's like another album's worth of ideas, you know. So
that's great.
Yeah, that's a cool way of doing it as well. Just like don't develop the idea, just bang it out, and then I guess you're building up a bank of like when next time you're making a tune, you're like, I need a chorus. You can be like, oh, I had one on my Instagram a week ago.
Exactly, yeah. But it's just really nice to just have, I don't know, you get that watch count, don't you? So you can see kind of like what songs are kind of like resonating more than others.
That's a clever way of doing it.
Yeah, not that I do it. That's not why I did it, but it's just, you know. But it was cool because you could see like that one had like 40 and the other one had 85. Because I do like when you do an Instagram story, it's like, I don't know, 15 seconds in it, and it's like multiple stories, and people start to drop off as they think it's crap. But if they're like watch all of it, you're like 120, you're like, oh. Okay.
That's like when we start talking to each other for too long.
See the crowd slowly going down.
Yeah. You see, loads of people get the notification when we go live, and then loads of people storm in it, and then when they realise it's just me and Jazz, and Charlie's not here, everyone leaves again.
Yeah, Charlie, the BBC experience. Like, maybe we can give it a miss tonight.
So, Ash, the set that you're playing for us tonight, is it all songs from the current band, or is it stuff from kind of across the years? Is it new stuff, old stuff?
If that's what people wanted, I'm sorry. It's all like essentially new, essentially. So I'm kind of focusing now for the future of Evenu on just new stuff and getting new stuff out. So there is an unreleased EP, which we didn't actually release because we had a lineup change and stuff. So I'm going to play 2 songs from that EP, and then I'm going to play an acoustic track. It's all acoustic, but it's sort of acoustic anyway, from the upcoming album. And I'm also going to play acoustic version of the upcoming single. So yeah, it's kind of a weird mix and weird bag, but they're all unreleased essentially. So none of you know any of these songs. I'm sorry.
Exclusive
Cool.
after
That's
exclusive.
good.
That's good.
Exactly.
Were any of them written while you've been in isolation? While you've been...
No, well, actually, that I should say that this song, the last song I'm going to play, Recalibrate, I finished writing this weekend.
Nice. Cool.
And
Nice.
yeah, the lyrics weren't even like really completely done either, so I had to finish them. So I've just kind of like just got my like a grip on the lyrics for that song. So that's yes. So in a sense, yes, I finished that song in isolation.
Cool.
Just for us.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Just for you, yeah. Well, yeah.
And you told me
Another
recalibrate, which is what everybody's doing at the moment, recalibrating to a new way of life, and then we're going to recalibrate to the whole new world that we reach out.
Well, it's funny that, isn't it, that a lot of the songs you kind of write or have written kind of correlate with today's events. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, and yeah, I think the lyrics, I updated some of the lyrics, and I think some of the current situation may have fed into it. So yeah, it's definitely like a inspirational time for creativity and stuff. Definitely.
Sick. You're obviously locked up with a hell of a lot of musical gear there. Is it? Are you working on kind of external stuff? Are people still sending you mixes and stuff?
I am focusing primarily on my own stuff at the moment. I've got a few clients that are talking about doing some stuff later in the year, or were talking about stuff later on in the year. And I was talking about releasing stuff later on in the year, but that's obviously the brakes have been slammed on that. I was hoping to send the latest single off for mastering at the end of March, and obviously that's come to a pause now. So no, I'm focusing primarily on my own stuff for a bit, because I've spent, well, it's more or less 2015, 2016-ish to about now that I was working on other people's stuff. And I thought, right, well, I've just hit the big 3-0. And I'm like, I need to focus on my music now, because, you know, otherwise I'll be too old and resentful. And
Careful what you say, Ash.
Too old hit the big 3-0 10 years ago.
Careful what you say, Sam.
Can we talk about your guest drummer on your recent track, or is that not a thing?
Absolutely, yeah, I think so. I don't think you'll have an issue with talking about it now. So we can, yeah, go for it. I'm excited.
It's bloody awesome. It's the drummer from, I think, one of our shared favorite bands, right?
Yeah. I think, yeah, Under Oath. So basically, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, Under Oath, the drummer of Under Oath, Aaron Gillespie, probably my favorite drummer. Or I should say, if I'm on live now, he is my favorite drummer. I don't want to say anyone in particular is, but like, he's definitely like the top, you know, whatever. He's doing remote stuff now, so you can send him stuff and he'll play on it. But I sent him the demo I was working on last month, and he loved it, and then wrote some amazing drums for it, and it's completely transformed the track, and it's been a dream to have him play on it, and it's been totally surreal and just warped the gravity of my like life completely. It's just changed the way I think about everything, really. It's been crazy.
Did he write what you expected, or did he come back with?
Yes and no. He simplified it for the better in the choruses and stuff like that, which made it more of a pop structure rather than kind of progressive, which is what the song needed. And then and he kept it pretty stable, but then when he needed to go full on with the fills, he did, and that was just perfect. Exactly what he needed. It's just tasteful fills, you know, like not going ballistic throughout the whole track, just where necessary, putting in the necessary amount of 16th note fills, you know.
Yeah, man, that's the art, isn't it? You got to hold it back until it's needed, and then which he does particularly well, I think. To be fair, he's obviously Under Oath. For anyone that doesn't know Under Oath, they are loud and scary if you're not into that sort of music, but if you hone in on any of the kind of instruments in particular, you'll hear some incredible musicianship. And he's definitely a drummer that has influenced me a hell of a lot. I've stolen endless amounts of things that he's written. If you listen to Live Struck Die and then listen to an Under Oath album straight afterwards, you'll realise that I didn't actually write any of it. I just nicked it all. But no, he's an incredible drummer. That must have been a surreal experience for you working with him.
Yeah, I'm hoping at some point we'll see how it pans out. But to get some of his vocals on a single as well, which would be amazing because obviously he's an amazing vocalist as well. So
yeah,
that's the next thing, and we might do 2 more songs, but we'll as well with drums. But we'll see how things pan out really, and how like the local side of musicians fills the gap with the band and stuff, and where things go. Because I'm going to release the single, and then try and fill some of the gaps in the band vacancy wise for members, and then that might change things for recording, so we'll see.
Nice. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad you're well, and I'm glad you're still on the music game, because you're bloody talent, and it'd be a shame to waste it.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I reckon we're just about ready to listen to some music, aren't we?
Yep.
Let's do these emojis in the comments. Let's do these emojis in the comments. You know, the boogieing one, that guy or that girl. And between Sharpie and I, let's clap and cheer and make some actual atmosphere. And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ash Taylor. Woo!
Woo! What's up, guys? So I'm going to have to change guitar tuning after this song because I'm a pain and I write stuff in different tunings. So this is in a lovely Dadgad tuning. I'll tune up to standard after this song. So this song is called Bite, and this song is going to be on the upcoming EP Liaison. Praying on the unsaid, words behind the eye, so you can shape the future that I'm building inside. And I've been here before, but wisdom can do no more. Too far, once more. I'll bite my tongue, 'cause history taught me let last die young. Stop it repeating, oh my God. What are the chances? Convinced myself reality's something else. Escalate the actions, chasing down the truth. Pulse is running faster when I feel it from you. And she's been here before, but wisdom can teach no more. I'll bite my tongue, 'cause history taught me let last die young. Stop it repeating, oh my God. What are the chances? Convinced myself. Again, new love. Bite my tongue, 'cause history taught me let last die young. And oh my God, what are the chances? Convinced myself. Something else, and I've been here before, but wisdom to know more. Thanks. Now I tune. But I only have to tune once, so that'll be the first and last time. My biggest anxiety has been the strings breaking mid-set, so I'm so glad they haven't this time. Okay, so play one or two songs. I'm going to play. Let's play the next song from the EP Liaison. We briefly sort of released this song on BBC Introducing in 2015, but we never actually released it officially, so that will come. So this song was called Smile. If any of my ex-bandmates are watching, they'll know the song. Written in history, there are footsteps of the bold and brave, shaping the direction of the weird face, breaking the best of us, best of efforts made. Can you identify my eyes for me to finally walk alone? Can you identify desires for them to find a home? Oh, my perception is tainted. Safety from this scene is calling. Watching the eyes of those who chose to play the flag. Watching the path that drove strong into my eyes. Can you identify my eyes for me to finally walk alone? Can you identify desires for them to find a home? Distance, we call the reasons we can smile amongst abundance of your denial. Call the distance of life for any hope inside. Breathe in the progress that whispers right before our eyes. Thank you. Okay, so this next song is going to be the next single that Evenu release, and it's called Flux. I want to taste faith in the change, chances to break free from the chain, free from. I am ringing. My phone is ringing. 2 seconds.
Sorry, mate. That was me. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Sorry.
Oh, you didn't mean to ring me. Okay, Sam just rang me on the phone, but I think it was a technical glitch. So I'll just go from the verse again. Cool. So I want to change where I'm key. I want to chase faith in the chain, chances to break free from the chain, sleep when I try, fix my demise, forging a life, each won't deny me. Sweet time, summer comes and summer's gone, and all the while we're wasting lost time, sailing back with weathered hands, will set the waves in motion. I want to taste chances to break free from the chain, sleep from the pain, wake from the streams, lose my belief, and at the scene, counting defeat. Here, sweet time, summer comes and summer's gone, and all the while we're wasting lost time, sailing back with weathered hands, will set the waves in motion. High time, crawl with us through the earth. High time, walk with us back to birth. High time, crawl with us through the earth. High time, walk with us back to birth. Oh, oh, sanctuaries taunting me, crawl one more day, we'll walk one day, there's motion. Sweet time, summer comes and summer's gone, and all the while we're wasting lost time, sailing back with weathered hands, we'll set the waves in motion. Cool. Okay, so I've never played the song live before, and I've just finished writing it this weekend. No pressure. So let's try and. You won't know if they're gonna mess it up though, so that's the benefit to me. The song is called Recalibrate. There's one dude that knows this song. His name's Sean, maybe, and maybe Andy. So yeah, if you are listening, this goes out to you guys. We hope to find inside. The hope we had slips through our hands. A dream just like you did, with new skin. Recalibrate the rain and live with the mistakes we've made. Growing to our skin, live with our regrets. The ink has set the stories tied in it. Inside, there's truth. It's guiding you. Dream just like you did, with new skin. Recalibrate the rain and live with the mistakes we've made. Growing to your skin. Breathe out all the rest. Shake all of the rage and find days change with the way you try. Recalibrate the rain and live with the mistakes we've made. Without all the rest. Grow into your skin. Breathe out your regrets. Growing to your skin. Breathe out all the rest. Live with our regrets. Thank you. So yeah, that's my 4 songs. That concludes my set. Thank you guys for sticking around, if you did. Sam, if you are with me. Let's see what's going on. If I'm the only one live on Virtual Pub, then I'll keep this going. I don't know if I am, so.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was running the show for like a good 5 seconds there. I'm in the host, mate.
Jez is there as well. I'm going to bring Jez in. My camera's died. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
That's cool.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, should I put us back where we were? Oh.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you good. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
I'm going to move this a bit.
Do you know what the really interesting bit of that was?
Sounds
When your phone rang in the middle. What
Really sorry
a
about
true
that.
professional.
I was just like, oh, okay, something wrong with the stream. Yeah,
there must be a really serious problem.
Yeah. So, but
First and foremost, Ash Taylor, everybody.
Yeah.
thank you.
Some idiot rang you halfway through the set. That was silly.
What a
Sorry, mate.
plonker.
I was trying
It's
to
all
ring
good.
Jez.
I think it was a good recovery. I think.
I was literally ringing Jez to make sure everything was okay with the stream, and I, by doing that, broke the stream by distracting you. So I'm very sorry.
That's all right.
As you can tell, professional outfit round here. We know exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. 2 weeks in now, we should be pros.
I love the set though,
Fleur les
man. The first tune was that an older one?
Old as in I wrote it in 2014.
Okay, I was trying to think if I knew it from back in the day or not.
No, not like 09, 10, 11, that era, because that's it's proper. That's like our Wheelie Machine essentially.
Yeah, fair. No, I loved it. The first one was my fave. I liked it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's the kind of like bluesier rock stuff, and then I kind of like try to cover a wide array of kind of not genres, but like just sounds. So like kind of acousticy, oasisy stuff, and then bluesy stuff, and then like the more emo rock stuff, and yeah, just I don't like to stick to one song, so every song sounds the same. And I'm trying to keep like variety, you know. And
I think that's obviously great, but I'm thinking like that seems to be a bit more of a thing these days. Like I know certainly Sam will tell you everything was in black and white, but when I was at school, you had to sort of pick a genre. Like you were into Britpop bands back in my day, you know, that sort of thing, and that was it. Then you dressed the same,
yeah,
you listened to the same, you even drank the same beer. Like it was that whole image thing. But now you can be like bang into Oasis and still listen to, I don't know, Newfound Glory. There's one for you.
Yeah, I think there's a line. I think the limit on the line. I think I've got on the sly like some really really heavy stuff, which I think then there was even one really really heavy track which I was contemplating putting it on this upcoming album, and then I was like, I think that's like one step too far, because you got to be careful. Like, you know, it's like you guys when Luca was saying about being your own favorite band. It's like potentially, but then like you could alienate the listener if you start going in for like acoustically and then start screaming, and it's like. So you've got to have an open-minded individual to kind of capture that audience the whole time. Although, to be honest, though, you know, I don't know if you've heard that new 1975 song, "People."
No,
I haven't yet. No, I haven't listened to the radio since all this started.
So they brought that out like a month or two ago, and it's just like straight up screaming punk, and it was like, what? And it was just hilarious. And they opened up with it at Reading Festival main stage, and it was like, just everyone's expression on everyone's face was like, so I don't know. People seem to react to it reasonably positively, so maybe you can do it. I don't know. But,
yeah, I know a lot of people sort of start side projects under a different name and keep their identity hidden, don't they? It's like a big secret who they actually are, and so that they don't have to worry about upsetting their original fans. They can just build a new fan base on their new project, sort of thing.
I consider doing that, yeah, just to kind of keep it, and I can just be unhinged and just go as heavy as I want, and then alienate kind of anyone else who likes the kind of stuff.
Wasn't Skrillex in a screamo band before he was the DJ?
I believe so. Sam will probably know. I can't remember the name of the band.
Oi, what do I know about that? So, no, I think he was. To be fair, yeah, I think he was.
Josh will tell us. I'm sure he's watching.
I can't think of the name of it.
I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but yeah, he was.
Yeah. And our very own Zomboy was the same, wasn't he? You know.
Yeah. My God.
Josh Melody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
down in Penzance.
Yeah,
well, not in Penzance anymore. He's up in the hills with the rich folk these days.
Oh, no, right?
He's killed it. But yeah, was it the first one that was in a different tuning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. The tone of it was what got me. I like that tuning. It's cool, man. Is that like an open tuning?
I do different tunings all over the shop, like a lot of the time. A lot of it's not hardly any of it's standard tuning, but it can be a bit problematic sometimes because you see on the like electric guitar, because it just all that frequency just starts screaming out at you. So you've got to kind of control it a little bit, you know, with the electric guitar, because I like to have my high gain guitar sound like, but as soon as you start playing those massive open chords, it can get a bit messy. So acoustic guitar, it works really nicely, and that's like where most of my ideas start. So they probably a lot of them translate quite well.
That's interesting. So even as a producer, you still start your music off on a guitar?
Most, I'd say 90% of my song ideas start on just picking up the guitar. Yeah,
that's
just,
cool.
Just starting a chorus.
I feel like that. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, go on.
I feel like that lends to a more musical driven song, if that makes sense, rather than kind of jumping on the computer and starting mapping out drums and that type of thing. If you sit on the guitar, it's going to come. Is it fair to say there's more kind of emotion? It's going to be a little bit more raw. It's kind of, I think if you jump on the computer and start writing from there, it can often end up programmed, literally, kind of. It's
exactly.
A little bit less personal, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I finish it. I start once I've got the idea down. I start demoing it on the computer. I think I watched an interview randomly because I was watching. There's a local band called Witterquick, who I'm a fan of, and I rate them. And I think that you should get them on the show. I'm going to try and get them on this show if they'll go on.
Is that Happy Dan's new band?
Happy Dan.
Dan. Love the name.
No, because Avarice have just gone again, haven't they? Is that? It's not Dan. What's he called? Dan Van Delft. It's not. That's not him, is it?
I think someone called Dan was drumming for him at one point, but then
he left. I just interrupted the story with
something that was. He was playing for them, wasn't he? But then he left.
Oh, okay, right.
Back to Monolith, I think.
That's it. I just said Avarice just started again. The whole of Devon's just lost their shit to that.
Yeah.
It's not even true.
Yeah, no, he was in Monolith, and whatever always was in Monolith, and they've just released some new stuff, which is awesome as well. You should go and check that out. But Will from Whitquick, I saw him in an interview, and he said, if you can't sit down and play it on an acoustic guitar, then scrap it. And I thought, I potentially almost completely agree with that. Yeah, so
take that, Skrillex.
Well, you potentially you could, but that's why I leave guitars everywhere, like around my flat. I just leave this acoustic guitar in my bedroom and the guitar in my living room, because at that moment inspiration strikes, I've got my phone on me, just to sit down and record it. And I think that's where the best ideas come from, is from you just sat around and then it just comes to you. I think rather than just sitting there and forcing something,
Yeah, and then bang them on Instagram. Yeah. No, I think that's a cool idea. Just like every time you get an idea, just bang it on Instagram. Use the metrics off of Instagram to work out which things are resonating with people. It's like that thing Netflix did a show. It might even be The Crown, that they a couple of years ago read an article saying we're going to basically make the perfect show because we've got all the data. I say we because they've got all the data about when people skip things and when people get bored of shows and kind of all that stuff. They built that up over the first 5 or 6 years of running it. And then they used all of the data to make the perfect show. And I don't know if you've seen The Crown, but it's bloody good.
I was going to say, it worked on you, didn't it? You will not shut up about it.
Yeah, I went from like a conspiracy tin hat type guy to a hardcore royalist now. I cried when the Queen spoke the other night. I know her backstory.
I think I watched the first episode, but I didn't grip me fully. But there's so
rubbish,
many.
Never liked it.
I'm sure it's good as everyone says it is. I just didn't. I just wasn't. I might try again and watch it again, but there's so many things to watch. It's a bit overwhelming, really. But
yeah, I feel like I'm at risk of completing Netflix at the moment.
Well, the thing is, it frustrates me because a lot of people are just like, "Oh, it's isolation. I'm bored," and it's like I'm working from home 9 to 5, so not a huge amount has changed. So I'm still just like writing, demoing on the evenings and weekends, and that's it. So I don't have time to to slam through all these Netflix things. I just started watching that Tiger King thing. I watched the first episode of that.
So much hype about it.
Yeah,
I know, right? Yet. And I've seen one episode, and I'm like, right, well, when I'm less busy, I'll smash through it. But it's just I just haven't had time.
I'm really guilty of I put one episode on when I go to bed. Excuse me. I put one episode on when I go to bed after doing this every night, and I think right. It's like midnight, and I think I'll just watch one episode or something. Before I know it, I'm like 5 episodes deep on Sherlock. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, brilliant. Got to get up and do it all again tomorrow.
Sherlock's great. That is good TV.
I'm redoing them all at the moment.
No, you won't. It's the best.
That's what people do. If you, let us know what you're watching on Netflix in the comments. If you've got any recommendations apart from the Tiger thing, we've all heard that that's amazing. I do intend to watch it.
So many memes.
Yeah, a lot of memes going on.
Feed it, just Instagram.
Is that where this Carol Baskin
Carol Baskin, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
everyone's profile picture is then photoshopped onto it. Although the best one that I've seen is Sam Sampson's one. It was incredible.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Let us know what you're watching on Netflix. That's a cool thing we've never done before. Give us some recommendations in the comments. Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys. Adam. That doesn't surprise me.
that was a quick comment as well. Actually, I just said it 30 seconds ago, didn't I? Because that would have been because we got a bit of delay, haven't we? When we speak, the comments come in about 30 seconds later. sometimes
Right.
get disheartened when we say things and nobody does a comment.
Oh, right.
Watch. Now we're gonna have. There you go. There's a
Tiger
swear.
King. Go on, Robin. Legend.
Yeah.
All about Disney Plus. I'll tell you what, Disney Plus has been a godsend since I've had the children back.
I want
Yeah, because they've done the housework while I've sat and watched Disney Princess films.
You should do our
It's been
next
good.
parenting masterclass and just stick Disney Plus on.
No. I'm a firm believer in interaction and activities, not just watching screens all day, but they are useful.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ash,
Tangled.
Are you planning on doing other live streams, things like that? Obviously, we'd love to have you back on here, but are you doing anything else? Are you using the internet to further your career still at the moment?
not at the moment. No, I'm going to focus on. Well, we'll see. I'm doing a few final tweaks on the mix of the single I'm working on, and then I think I'm going to spend. I just booked some annual leave off, so I'm going to spend for like the Easter weekend working on album tracks, because there's like a one of my listeners, if you want to call them that, she said stop working on new stuff and finish the stuff you've already started, and I thought, yeah, do you know what, that's a fair shout. I have a habit of neglecting the stuff I've already started, and I'm just not a finisher, so I need to finish those songs, because I started some of those songs in 2014 and it's like, okay, like seriously finish these songs, and then I can kind of park that album. And because I'm already working on a second one as well, and it's like, this is getting a bit stupid, really. So, yeah.
Please do finish them. The bits that I've heard so far, that I don't know if I'm supposed to have heard, the bits that Luca sent me so far sound incredible, man. I'm really looking forward to hearing it finish.
Yeah, that's kind of this a similar indication of where things are going sonically, I think. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, sick. There's a lot of love for Disney Plus in the comments. What is it?
It's basically like everything Disney all on one thing, like a Netflix for Disney. I'd never heard of it, but yeah, £6 a month, and it's brilliant. Both the original and the new remake of it with Will Smith and everything.
The Mandalorian is supposed to be quite good. This is the new Boba Fett type Star Wars show.
Oh yeah, all the Marvel and all the Star Wars are on there.
I want to watch that, but I'm not.
Is Marvel and Star Wars Disney then?
Apparently so.
I did not know that.
Me neither. But yeah, it's all on there.
Nice. All right. I'm going to do a free trial. Presumably there's a free trial.
There is a week long. Yeah.
All right.
Week's free trial. There you go.
In fact, I think I've got it through Apple TV. When I bought this Mac, I think I've got. This is not interesting, is it? To talk about. Yeah, the views are plummeting. No, they're not. Everyone's stuck around, which is awesome. Thanks for sticking around. It's always nice when people stick around for us, just natter into our guests afterwards.
Who's bought some merch? Let us know if you've ordered some merch. I've seen a few messages coming in. I know. It's exciting.
I'm not going to start reading people's addresses, but I'll let you know how many orders we've had in. Nick Sharp, first order, number 12, Lincoln Drive. That's not his address, but it probably is someone's address. We got 2 orders. Way big up the 2 people that have ordered so far. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's not bad. 2 orders in 2 hours. If we carry on at this rate, by Christmas, we'll be millionaires. No, we won't, because we're not taking any of the profit. It's all going straight back in to the channel, and we're going to just keep growing the channel with it. So,
Butler says it's like a night with Barry Norman doing film reviews. We'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take. Oh, I just nearly posted the.
I don't think Barry would take that. But
also, a fair shout on your Patreon as well. That's a good idea. On that
Thanks,
train,
mate. We were a little bit nervous about doing it because we didn't want it to come across like we were trying to be
profiteering
YouTubers. But
yeah, we don't want to be money grabbing. We just want to keep this going.
Just making it sustainable. Do you know what I mean? I think yesterday as well. I think was good for you guys to kind of do that. Housekeeping and just close down for the night. Obviously, you had some acts cancelled and stuff, but I think it's probably good for you guys as well, just to kind of take a break, because it's been so fun, so intense, isn't it? Every day since pretty much this whole thing kicked off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was definitely beneficial having a day off. We've we as much as we had a day off the feed, we spent a lot of time talking to each other and getting things organised. And I think what we've realised is that we're just over 2 weeks into this now, and for it to be sustainable, it needs to be a little bit automated, I guess. The change that we've made to the masterclasses with getting people in that can do every week, that takes a load of work off of our plate, because we don't have to we don't have to book those people, we don't have to keep sound checking them, we can just give them access to the software we're using, they can just jump on, we can kind of jump on, do a little intro with them and stuff. But yeah, we're super excited about that. We're also working on a bit of a rota in the background. So as much as it was kind of all 5 of us on the stream every night to start off with, we're now kind of breaking it up and giving people, making sure that everyone's got at least 2 days a week off so that they can just not be involved and just chill for the 2 days.
Yeah.
Which at the end of the day does make it a lot more sustainable, and it means that hopefully we can not only continue it just over the next kind of few months or however long we're going to be locked down for, but potentially turn this into something when the lockdown finishes. There's been a lot of talk about the virtual pub live, taking it into the real world. I think that'll be a really cool thing to do.
Yeah,
definitely. Excited about that.
Still, at the end of the day, we're still in the blagging phase. We don't know what we're doing. We're just sort of we're learning every day and we're developing it every day. And yeah, like you said, it was good for us to take a day off, and it was worthwhile. We put some good things in place, and I feel now like we're refreshed because we've had a day off, but we've also come back into it with this new kind of idea of how we can work it and how we can make it sustainable. So yeah, it's exciting times, and we've got merch store now, and the link's on the screen. So
merch store, really?
Although I feel bad about ordering anything now because of like the postmen are like essentially putting the lives at risk. You know, so I'm like, should I order anything? You know,
they'll be delivering next door anyway.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes. Yeah. You see the postman who was leaving bits of paper on his customers' doors with games of noughts and crosses that he was playing. So every day the children would come out and have a go, and then the next day he'd take his go. Long game, cool. But it's nice. Yeah. And postman doing it in fancy dress and stuff to cheer people up. It's good. I like all that.
There's loads of cool stuff like that happening. I saw when I went for a run today, and there's in front of most of the houses up along this street now, there's like chalked out like rainbows with like messages to the NHS and stuff at the end of people's driveways and stuff. All that stuff.
Rainbows in windows and stuff in there. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Spoke to some friends who live literally over the river from the O2, the Millennium Dome, last night.
Oh yeah.
And they showed me it's all kind of lit up blue, like in NHS blue and stuff. I think it's good. Yeah, I think we're seeing a cohesion that we've not seen for a long time in this country. Well, not even this country, and globally, really. And it's as much as we always try and make sure that we're not kind of undermining the tragedy that people are going through, and obviously people are losing people, and it's a tragic time. But ultimately, behind that tragedy, there's a lot of positive things happening, and that's kind of what we're trying to tie into with this channel.
And we can't take credit for all of them, but credit where it's due.
I've been out doing rainbows all up and down the street.
Yeah, changing the bulbs at the O2 was a bloody nightmare.
Megs is saying, so I didn't miss anything last night. No, we closed for a deep clean last night, Megs. Well, that's what we labelled it as, but it was actually just us having a day off. The band that we had booked in unfortunately had to cancel last minute, so we just thought, and the masterclass actually, so we thought we'd have a day off, and I'm glad we did, because
it was a strange day, I'll be honest. I was like, withdrawal symptoms.
Big up Ricky Seymour. We're talking about our Royal Mail workers. Ricky Seymour's been helpful with me in a lost package recently. I'll be checking in with you tomorrow, Ricky, to see where that is. But yeah, thanks for your help. Key workers of all sorts.
Should we open it up? Should we put the link in the comments and see if anyone wants to come on for a natter?
Yeah, for sure.
You're absolutely, of course, more than welcome to stay around. But if you need to shoot off or anything,
I'm cool if you want to stick around for a few more moments.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah. If anyone wants to join us and have a little natter, then the link that I've just put in the comments, if you click on that, give it access to your camera and microphone, or just microphone if you don't want to have your face on there. It's not going to put your name on the screen or anything, so call in. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to get involved, then click on the link. Let's have a natter. This is the bit where we actually do the virtual pub bit. So if you want to jump into the pub and have a beer with us and Ash Taylor, our superstar guest for the evening, then you're more than welcome to. Just click that link.
Hop on in.
I'm expecting to see Butler in about 3 seconds' time.
Yes, Kyle, I agree. Let's all have a thought for Boris too. Love him or hate him, he's still a human with a family trying to get us through this. Absolutely.
Without going too kind of party political about it, I think he's done a bloody good job. Ultimately, at the moment, he ain't the leader of Conservatives. He is, obviously, that's his job. But at the moment, he's just the mouthpiece of the country, and he's got a pretty serious job to do. He's getting on the telly, even while he's ill. He's getting on the telly, and he's galvanising the country, and he's bringing us all together. And he's we've just lost we're having problems streaming to your destination.
So the Instagram.
Yeah, we're all right. Don't worry about Instagram.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Instagram. Ricky Seymour, deliver a packer back foot smasher. Yep. But he meant door. Brilliant. Well done.
Yeah, if you do want to jump in and have a little chat with us, Adam Butler has now deleted the link. All right, watch this now. I'll put it back in again.
Fair enough.
I don't know how he's done that. We're supposed to be the authority here.
Hashtag
Sorry, Boris. Yeah, anyone wants to join us for a little beer, click on the link and yeah, jump in. We'll have a natter with you. We'll have a little beer. Sharpie, you have the beer.
No, another warm water.
From the warm waters.
Yeah, living the dream.
Can't
Ricky,
drink
you
every
gonna
night
come on for a chat? Be nice to see Ricky's face. Click on the link and see what happens, Ricky.
Yeah, anyone that wants to join us, come and have a natter. In the meantime, we've got the glorious Ash Taylor with us, and yeah, let's keep nattering to Ash because we don't just want to sit around waiting for Butler all night. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ash, we've never met, but you've been in the comments and watching for well, I don't know, since the early days, 2 weeks ago.
more or less since day one, I think. Yeah, I think the first night I came on was the kind of mental health night on 2 Sundays ago.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Yeah, but I think more or less since the first night. I think I've kind of been trying to support you guys wherever I can and sharing it all.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I just think it was a great idea and great platform, and just keeping up like socializing really as well. And I have like I do a jiu-jitsu class once or twice a week or whatever, and that's kind of like can't do that, and just like my various social activities I just cannot do. I thought I'm living on my own. I was like, I need that connection, otherwise I'm going to go a bit crazy. And I think that's helping people probably in a similar situation as me as well.
Cool. Yeah. That's exactly the sort of thought process behind it. When we were initially having these conversations with each other, we were saying, we should open this up to other people who might be isolated by themselves and might just literally be on their own if it wasn't for something coming their way. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I've just got images now of you doing every masterclass that we've run. Like 1 minute you're full yoga get up, then you're full chef whites. Don't tell me that's not the truth. Don't ruin that for me.
You cover such a wide spectrum as well, which is really cool, because not only has it been beneficial socially, but again it's educational as well, and that's like I think that's one of your like key ISPs. If anyone knows, no USP, not ISP.
USP.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's the one.
That's
USP.
one of our key internet service providers right there.
Yeah, it's like providing value to your listeners. The cookery masterclass by Luca and the mental health wellbeing coach and all the other extra things you're doing is like that's and growing. I was watching some of your of the agricultural show earlier on today, and I was like, you can even grow stuff on your windowsill, and I was like, never even considered doing that. But
yeah, I put the end of a leek that I'd finished with in a glass of water the other day, and it's growing. Who knew? That easy. Yeah.
Are you going to put it in some soil eventually?
Nah, just eat it eventually.
Oh, what, the leek actually starts growing again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was Josh who told me that as well. I think your brother told him. But yeah, the end of the leek that you cut off because it's got the sort of rooty bits coming through. Put that in a little cup of water, and it's shooting a new leek out the top of it. It's amazing.
Would you look at that? And also, we've got our superstar second guest.
Yeah, would you look at that?
Stage, ready and raring. It's our absolute OG round here.
Oh, me,
you, mate. That's you. How's it going?
It's all good, mate. I didn't really delete the link. It's only because you said, "Oh, we'll see you in 3 seconds." So I thought, do you know what? I'll pretend I've deleted it.
I'll make the wait 10 seconds.
I'm sat on the loo having a brew.
Nice.
Just so you can say that.
That's how we like you.
It's not. I'm not actually sat on it. Like I'm just sitting in it.
Better not be doing a number 2.
Wait,
No.
we've got some lyrics for your next tune here, Ash.
I better not because the lid's down, so it'd be awkward. How are you boys up? Oh,
yeah, we're good.
Well,
we had a day off.
I was gonna say, how was it?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to
line clean.
nice but weird.
Line clean, yeah.
Line clean.
We just drank the drip trays. We were,
Yeah,
yeah.
mate, it was weird for me. Like honestly, I honestly felt like there was a hole missing last night. It was horrible.
It was a bit weird not coming on, to be honest. By the time I got to like 10 o'clock, I felt like I'd forgotten to do something, and it was It was
Yeah, it's strange. But I thought when we come out of this, I was like, is this what it's going to be like? The virtual pub won't be anymore. It's like,
well, with a bit of luck, you'll be able to go to a
dark
real one.
times.
It'll be all right.
I don't think it'd be as good though. Yeah, I was going to say I don't think it'd be as good.
I agree. Not as diverse, that's for sure. When did you last do a yoga class in a pub?
Exactly.
Hey?
Well, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, well, not you specifically. Nothing to surprise me. But...
yeah. How have you guys been then?
You've been sat in the toilet all day, or have you done anything more?
Yeah, I've taken self-isolation to the extreme. Just stayed in the bathroom for 2 days.
It's going to stay here. Yeah.
It's just the brightest part, so I thought I'd come in here.
Nice.
Yeah,
Trying to get
considering your lighting these days when you're coming on as a guest.
Yeah. I'm like, this is the best it gets, is the lighting in the bathroom. So, but anyway, how have you boys been?
Yeah, I was just reading Kyle's comments saying, "Nice for you. We're all rocking in our chairs, going crazy."
I think that's probably in relation to us having a day off.
I feel that's the only thing missing from your setup, Sharpie, is a rocking chair.
Yeah.
That's just been. If anyone out there has any rocking chairs they'd like to supply, send me a shop.
I'm not looking for. I will take a free rocking chair if there's and a rocking horse. That'd be even better.
And
a cowboy hat.
Well, we got 3 orders. We got another order in. That's 3 in 3 hours. We're killing it.
That's awesome.
Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, Butler, I've had a good day. Thanks. It's been busy because I've been
good
working from home, parenting from home, and we've got a bloody pub to run.
I know, man. I know how hard and stressful that is.
You do, yeah, only too well.
I can't tell you it's hard though.
Sharpie, do you have a job you do from home then? Is that what
Yeah, it's not usually from home, but I am at the moment, yeah, working remotely.
Like
Babe station.
Yeah, nearly full time. I don't work Mondays, but yeah, Tuesday to Friday.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's interesting.
And a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old.
I think it. Oh yeah, it's very very interesting now. But I think it's probably best because I think at least you've got some sort of structure. Because I've heard
sure.
Oh, I think it was the singer from Akodo. He said, apparently it's a I can't remember what day he was playing on, but he didn't know what day it was. Because all the days
and that's easily done, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, all days are matching into one, whereas I still get that Friday feeling.
Yeah, and that's massive. I think if you did sit in your pants and eat pizza and drink beer all day, every day, as much as that sounds incredible, you would just lose all. I mean, I still struggle to remember what day it is because what am I going to do today? Oh, I'm going to stay in, but I do have to work. So, right, guys, what's everyone doing today? Staying in. Good. Well done. Save the NHS.
I don't think I've ever been jealous of someone being able to work, ever.
No, I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, it's good. But
depends if you can fill your day with enough stuff to do, because I've seen every extreme. I've seen people saying, "Oh, they're really bored, they've got nothing to do, and they're struggling to fill their day," and then people like more on my end of the scale who are learning like more than they probably should be taking on and can't even get through all of it and aren't finishing anything. And so there's 2 extremes really, I think. But I think there's so much you could learn in this time off you've got. It's this opportunity won't come around again, and I think
exactly right.
Absolute total advantage of then you wasting the time, I think. But that's my
I'm surprised we haven't heard of. Sorry, I'm surprised we haven't heard of like A&E rooms being full of people having really serious DIY accidents because everyone's going, right, I'm going to put those shelves up and put nails through their hand and stuff. But,
exactly.
When I was running earlier, there was loads of people out doing like fences up and I run every day.
Oh,
yeah. When I was out earlier running, there was loads of people out doing DIY, painting fences and painting walls and putting up new things and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Ash was just saying, it's like it is a unique time, isn't it? We've got more time on our hands than we're going to have at any other time, unless there's another pandemic or anything like that happens again. But one thing I did think about today was when we had Jay Unwin on the other day, I was nattering to him afterwards on the stream, and I was sort of might not have been that day. I don't know what day any day is these days. There was a point a couple of days ago when I was on the stream and I was saying, you should use this time and use it wisely, and if like even just download Duolingo and start learning the language and stuff. And I think actually, as much as that is a good topic for us to be kind of pushing, I think it's important to say to people as well, if you just want to sit and chill and just like reflect and everything during this time, I think what I sort of had a wave of like concern about today was like, I don't want to be part of that pressure for people to do things and feel like this time has to be used to. I think I heard a thing on a podcast today. So the guy that was presenting the podcast said that he'd seen a meme that was like, if you don't come out of this like thing with like a whole new gym routine and like 3 new hobbies and all that sort of stuff, then you failed. No, then it's not time that you lack, it's just discipline. And I thought, I've been part of that conversation. I just wanted to sort of like revise kind of what I said before and just say, look, as much as I think those things are good things to do, like, jump on Duolingo, do that hobby, do that thing that's been at number 2 on your to-do list forever that you've never got around to. I think those are all good things to do, but also don't pressure yourself into thinking like, oh my God, I've got to do something with this time, because you could just sit around in your pants and watch Netflix for 2 weeks if you wanted to. Ultimately, if it's not affecting you and it's not affecting anybody else, and you
a lot of people have been working like a dog for years and they've just had no letdown at all. So actually to down tools or just chill out for a bit is probably a welcome break for a lot of people, I think. And shouldn't feel guilty about that. It's good to just reset and have a bath.
Everyone deals with it different. However it's making you happy, keep doing it. Like if it's getting you through all this, then do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Comment in the question in the comments for Butler saying, wait, Butler, are you actually sat on the box?
Yeah, but not actually. It is actually the toilet, but it's like
the seat is down.
The seat is down, and I need to remember that.
Another question in the comments coming in for you, Ash. Can you suggest a guitar I can buy to get started because I really want to learn? Is there any kind of limitations?
It depends what you want to learn. So, do you want to play, widdly guitar solos, or do you want to play more acoustic stuff? Like the Ben Howard or the Jamie, the guy who was on
Yost.
The guy was on incredible.
Wasn't it just?
I've listened, like you said, you were listening to him, like already. I listened to him for like a 4 hours straight the other day. I was like, I'm feeling this. It's good. The question, I guess, it depends on what you were looking to play. I guess acoustic wise, well, put it this way: this guitar here is a Takamine. I don't know why I put it in front of my microphone. I think
waiting for him to introduce himself.
And I bought that. Oh my God! I think I bought it in 2005, and I haven't bought a new acoustic guitar since. And I bought it for about £150 at the time. It's probably gone up a tiny bit in value. Well, if you would buy it new because of inflation, but so that's 150 quid, and I've written countless songs on it. So it's good enough for like writing songs. For recording, I probably wouldn't do like a professional recording, but for learning, it's cool. Or just electric guitar, you can get some really good budget guitars. Fender have a budget line called Squire. Gibson have a budget line called Epiphone. So they're like entry level prices just for learning, and then you probably want to get. I wouldn't probably, if you've got a computer, I probably would even recommend getting an amp then, unless you were looking to play with other musicians. The emulation software out there for guitars now is unbelievable. Like there's the STL tones thing. I know we're getting pretty geeky here, but that came out the other day. Basically, you can just plug your guitar into your computer and get an unbelievable sound. So you don't even need to buy an amp, really. So that would be my.
Because then you can just put headphones in and not bother the family or the neighbours or anything, right?
Yeah, exactly, and probably be better than a little practice amp you get anyway. So
better than a drum kit.
I used to have one on the PlayStation 4 where you actually plugged your electric guitar into the PlayStation 4 and you learned it that way through like a game. It's a bit like, honestly, it's a bit like no, not Guitar Hero, but it was like that. But you actually used your actual guitar.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So, I think my mate had that actually.
Yeah.
Had that.
And I still didn't learn.
I've got a guitar hanging on the wall next to me.
With learning any new skill, you have to enjoy the struggle. And if you don't enjoy the struggle, then you just.
That was the thing. I'd love to be able to play it. I've been given 4 guitars and I can't play any of them. I get to that point where I'm like, do you know what? I can't do this. I give up. And now I
Really
wish
good
I
at
had.
smashing it up like a rock star, though.
Oh yeah, could do the lifestyle, just not the actual playing.
We've got
Comments
Mike
coming in.
Crowley
Mate.
watching, and if he's still watching, say hello, Mike, because I think I'm right in saying that he's in New Zealand, so that's pretty far reached. That's good.
Couple, hi Mike, thanks for joining us. And if you are in New Zealand, let us know by putting New Zealand flags in the comments.
I feel like we've made Meg feel really guilty.
Yeah. So the comment from Meg's is saying, "Oh my god, guys, I've never felt so guilty about not leaving the house on my days off. And now we're supposed to stay in. Everyone's staying, go for a walk, and I suddenly feel guilty about not getting dressed." I think
You can tell she's not at work because she's commenting from Facebook and not YouTube.
Whoa, there's some stalkering going on there. That's a bit of an insight into the way your brain works, Sharpie.
Just observant.
Thanks. I think like we were just saying a minute ago, that there is, it's an opportune time. There's opportunity to do cool stuff, learn new things, spend time on things that you'd never normally have time to spend your time on. But at the same time, if you want to just sit around with your pants and watch Netflix, do that, because ultimately, if you feel like you're doing the right thing and it's doing something for you, and if that is resting and not, like Sharpie said, not being on the tools for 2 weeks and then maybe downloading Duolingo after that, do that, because ultimately it's not for anyone to tell you how to spend this time. Spend it how you think it's beneficial for you, but don't put too much pressure on yourself, because otherwise you're just going to end up stressing and then you're doing the opposite of chilling. Next comment in from Jack saying, "It's a good time to explore the new things you want to do. Taking it on and having to complete it in this time is a pretty crazy concept. So choose something you fancy, learn about it, and then fit it into every day for post.
You can kickstart it, can't you?
Yeah, cool. Definitely. Yeah, I think I heard on a podcast today, guys talking about just regurgitating other people's podcasts now today. That's what I do. Just listen to podcasts in the day and just nick other people's material and repeat it on ours. The guy was saying it depends what the thing is that you're signing up for. If it's a skill that you can never master, if it's something you will just only ever get better at, then picking it up now doesn't give you an end goal. It's not like this thing of like, oh well, when Corona finishes, I need to be a master of this thing. So if it is playing the guitar, for example, pick up a guitar and start playing, but don't necessarily say to yourself, oh God, I've got to be an expert guitar player by the time coronavirus finishes. Just use this time to introduce yourself to the idea, and but then at the same time, if you want to sit around in your pants watching Netflix, do that as well.
I set myself a stupid drunken dare to learn the Beat It solo by Michael Jackson, and I said I'll post the
before you sobered up.
I said I'll post the results by midnight tomorrow, and I was like, I am in over my head on this, and I committed to doing it, and I'm like 3/4 of the way through learning it, but I'm like, oh my God, this is going to take way longer than I thought. But it's fine. I've had to upskill significantly to learn it. My hand is making a lot, basically.
Well, speaking of that, Jack said, have a look in charity shops. He learnt on a classical guitar. It's cheap, sounds lovely, and it's nice nylon strings that take it easy on your fingers while learning. So,
I learned.
Has Jack been into town? All shops are shut.
Sound advice.
Just saying.
Future, hopefully. Yeah.
I learned on a classical a nylon string guitar actually, and then I waxed steel strings on it when I felt comfortable. So, because it was the cheapest. It was like £10.
It's
So,
definitely more forgiving on your fingers, isn't it?
Yeah, I never even thought about that actually, but yeah.
I have every time I've picked it up, said that hurts and I can't do it yet, so I'll put it down again.
See, I'm left-handed, but always played a right-handed guitar, and I never thought about going, do you know what? Maybe I should get a left-handed one.
Maybe that.
Challenge accepted.
You've had 6 guitars and never picked it up. It's always upside down.
Do Jimi Hendrix and turn it, restring it upside down, and then just switch it.
And set it on fire.
Yeah,
I'm never going to be Jimi Hendrix. More like Jimmy Cranky, maybe.
Megs is saying, I do love Duolingo. Though I've learned enough Spanish to get by in Spain. Hang on, a few years.
That's awesome.
A few years ago. There's another line. I didn't see the line below. Do love Duolingo though. Learned enough Spanish to get by in Spain a few years ago. Yeah, it's cool. I think mine is French. Is the one that I sort of like dip in and out of learning. Duolingo, even just jumping on YouTube and just like getting kind of lessons from people that aren't necessarily big old companies and stuff. Just people. Duolingo do a cool thing as well now, where I think it's the Duolingo podcast, and it's like podcasts in different languages made specifically for people that are learning languages, obviously. So it's really slow. So and it's really easy to follow. It's like basic language, spoken really slowly. And I listen to the French one, and I can just about kind of make out everything that they're saying. I think that's a cool way of learning. Yeah, because a lot of people say just stick French radio on, and then you do that, and you just can't, because obviously they haven't got you in mind. They're just talking to other French people, so they're not kind of slowing down, and there's all the slang and that type of thing. So that Duolingo podcast is really cool. I would encourage people to check it out.
Nice. Well,
I want to learn a different language.
What are you going for?
Thai, I don't know.
Thai.
Just pick one at random.
Yeah.
Thai.
French, Spanish.
Throw a dart at a map, and then by the time the coronavirus finishes, you've got to be fluent in that language.
Yeah, Flemish or something. Don't mind.
Yeah. Right, fellas, I need a wee, so let's finish the show. No, we've had some incredible music from Ash. We've had a nice natter with Ash. We've had Butler on, absolute OG round here, and I think. Like we said earlier, we've got our new schedule in place now. We've got our masterclasses happening on a weekly basis, and the people that are doing the masterclasses now are going to be here week on week. So, like Rossi Graham that we had in today for the self-sufficiency and gardening show.
It was good. That was.
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it? He's going to be about every week now. So we're going to be able to watch the plants grow and kind of not in real time, but once a week. We're going to check in with Rossi, and he's going to be giving us some more tips and tricks on that type of thing. But equally, the yoga class, the fitness class, we've got Jay on a weekly basis now. It's looking good. We've got only 2 slots now that we need to fill. And
got Luca cooking every week as well, haven't we?
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah.
So things are looking good. We enjoyed our day off. Thank you very much for bearing with us. We're back. We're refreshed. Even Sharpie's looking a little bit more refreshed and less sunburnt, I must say.
Yeah, I did have a bit of a rouge complexion the other day. Teach me for going outside. Stay at home. Cool.
Yeah, just stay indoors. Stay away from the sunshine. Don't talk to anyone. Sit on your sofa and watch Netflix. That's our advice here on the Virtual Pub. Good night.
In your pants.
You need to be very good at it by the time you get out.
Right, fellas, thank you so much. Ash, the set was incredible. Butler, thanks for joining us. And
no worries.
Gentlemen, in the comments, let's have a few more of these emojis in just as we're finishing. But thanks so much for joining us.
And before we go, can you buy t-shirts?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Nick. Our new merch store is now live, and if anybody wants to buy a t-shirt or a hoodie,
hoodies as well.
Print or
way.
Our new merch store is available now. It might even be in my clipboard, so I can just do that. No, that's the wrong link. We were nearly professional then. We nearly nailed it, and I had the wrong link in there. So, if anybody does want to buy a t-shirt, we really appreciate any orders that we get. All of the money goes back towards running the platform. We're not looking to make a profit out of this. We haven't been from day one, and we still stick by that. It's not about profit for us. It's about doing some good, making you lot smile, and bringing people together. And we know we're doing that. So I can't find the link, so I'm just going to end the show. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Our merch store will be on the Facebook page if you want to go and. Hello, Maisie.
Bye.
Bye, everyone else. See you soon. Love you. That was the worst outro we've ever done. Peace out, guys. Love you. Bye.